Hello, welcome back to Chilling with Mellie. I hope you guys are having a great day or night or evening, whatever it is for you, depending on, I guess, where you live. Yeah, so just a small recap of what we did last time. We didn't progress too terribly far this time. We did rank up from D rank to C rank, and it looks like they want to send us off to some sort of training camp to prepare for the Grand Magic Games. So I guess we will get started with that. So we're kind of in the middle of leveling up our characters. I don't really know what is like the ideal character level for them to be to go to this like training camp. I don't want to spend too much time, grinding and stuff like that. But I guess we'll just kind of see how we're feeling with like, the enemies and stuff like that. I don't remember what we're doing on this street. I think we were doing something to do with like some sort of like request, I think. There was one other character kind of specific like request that was on the board that I kind of wanted to get to before we progress the story. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see here. Let's go back to the guild so we can go accept that request. These are all the ones that say subdue on them. They're just like going to locations and like fighting certain creatures and stuff like that. This is the one that I was kind of talking about. It says that it's a request from Anita, whose stuff is this number 2. We've done the first one already, which was quite simple. It looks like required members are Lucy and Erza. And it says, "Hello again, sorry for always troubling you, but I'm in another pickle. Could you help me out? There's this package where the name and address are gone. I know it's supposed to be delivered to somewhere in Magnolia, but I have no idea where. Help me find the owner, please." So we're gonna have to switch out some people, because we need Lucy and then we also need Erza. So we'll go ahead and take out yeah, everyone's about the same level, so we'll go ahead and take out Wendy. We'll put in Erza, and that way we can go ahead and accept this request.
Lucy. 行くぞ。
It says to search for the package's owner. And so I guess we'll just head on out and see if we can't figure out who this package might belong to. Let's go ahead and we'll fast travel to Lucy's house.
よし。そうか。 ここに行くぞ
Okay, we'll just head into town since that didn't really seem to help us a whole lot. And then that little scroll icon on the mini map, it kind of tells you where you need to go, which is convenient because then we can just kind of head over to where it's telling us to.
ルーシー そうね
I think it's kind of funny and ironic because Erza is kind of seen as one of the more tougher characters in Fairy Tail in terms of like fighting and stuff like that. But she's like a huge Sweets fan and like she's very girly on the inside, which I think is kind of funny and ironic because like she has like a very tough like stoic exterior, but in the inside she's very girly. So cute. She's like resisting the urge to like go in and like buy some sweets or like have that instead of, you know, like finishing this request. Says to go to the cathedral. Well, it looks like we're on the back end of the cathedral. At least it's like pretty close. And we're not like running all over the place. Like back and forth, I should say. Oh no, they destroyed the package.
Lucy.
Oh, it looks like it might belong to Levy, so we can go ahead and fast travel to Fairy Hills.
Levy-chan! Yosh!
Well, that was very easy. Basically just like a fetch quest kind of, except you're not really fetching anything, you're just like looking for people. And that brought up our rank a little bit, not a ton. Let's see. We do have 164 points, so we can go ahead and start ranking up some of these guys, maybe? No? It's like not giving me the option. Continue the character story to unlock a higher... Oh, okay. Character story. I don't know if we have one of those yet for those two. Let's see. I don't know if we can upgrade any of our facilities yet either. We might have to progress the story first, but let's see. It does say we have the upgrade condition. So chapter 2, and we have 2,000 jewels. We need quality planks, and the wolf in the Great Plains will have it. Let's see. Flutter and Akane Beach. Okay. Well, we can definitely go to the Great Plains and find some wolves to get some of these planks. Just to see if we can upgrade our board real quick. Oh, it looks like we might have one of those bonding icons on the screen, so let's go ahead and take a look. And it's with Erza.
Erza? そうか。へえ。うん。そうだ。ほう。そうだな。ふん。うん。
It's cute. Because Lucy's like talking about like, oh, I want to go like clothing shopping, and then there's this like, yeah, let me show you this one place, but it's like an armory kind of.
うん。ああ。
Nice. Okay. Anyway, so let's go ahead and let's see here. We'll need to exit out of town to see if we can get to the Great Plains and fight some of these wolves to get the planks we need to upgrade
どこ行こうかな。
our stuff. Okay,
ここにしま
let's
しょ
go
う。
here.
気をつけていきましょう。切られたいものからかかってこい。
Ooh, they're weak to this one, so we're going to use that one.
Yes! Karyu Cat!
It's kind of nice that they all have like the right attacks for the formation that we're fighting. So it made it a lot easier. Let's see here. Last time, I don't think we made it very far in here. Just because our request that we were doing, we didn't really need to go through the whole area, so we just kind of like did what we needed to do and just kind of let it be. But yeah, let me see here. We don't really have anything that we can use to like hit multiple of them at the same time, so we'll just go ahead and do what we can. Yeah, same thing, same issue.
狩人のでっかい
決戦
Oh, I think I see it on our mini map because I was kind of like, oh, I don't know really where to go because it says we need to find a wolf to fight, but like all of these are like those bird monsters, like the flutterers or whatever they're called. But I kind of see it on the like the little mini map, which is nice because then at least we're not like wandering around looking for something like forever.
切られたいものからかかってこい
This is like kind of the I kind of need it to be the opposite way, but I don't think we have anything else that would be a better option. So yeah, we'll just do this and we'll hit these two like ones that are in the middle.
Yes!
We'll just sort of get rid of them first.
カリュウのキャッカー
関東天輪の鎧アクレスソード
Nice. And then we can just kind of focus on this last guy.
Yes! カリュウの鉄火
I do wonder what a normal attack would do.
たいもの
Because before when we were doing like the regular attacks, they weren't really doing much, but I guess maybe because I was using like Lucy and maybe because she's not as physically strong as Erza, maybe her attack isn't really that high. But Erza's, I would imagine, is probably higher. Oh, there's the wolf that we need to fight. He looks kind of scary actually. Just saying about the whatever's going on with him right now.
強そうだな燃えてきた
Oh gosh, that was a lot of damage. Make sure he doesn't faint or die or whatever.
ありがとな
Okay. Let's go ahead and do our R, just because that will probably allow us to defeat him pretty quickly. Hopefully.
行くぞカリュウの鉄火
決戦これで決める開け白羊宮の扉アリエス
Nice.
なかなかやるでしょ
Oh, we got a new magic also. And we got a new magic for Erza as well. And it photon slicer and it inflicts burn. And we got the quality planks. And we can go back to the guild and go ahead and complete that upgrade. Nice. Okay, so we've upgraded that. And then we have Erza here with this little icon. I don't know if that means something special is gonna
最近マグノリアにできたスイーツ店私が行くといつも売り切れていて買えんのだ
そうなの？私が前に行った時は普通に買えたけど。
時間をずらしていっても売り切れてる開店マニアを狙っても その日がたまたま休みだったり、もしや私はあのスイーツを買えない呪いにかかっているのでは。
何それ。
Oh, a character specific quest, I'm assuming. I guess we'll do that real quick. So what's kind of interesting about this game is you think it will be like super linear, but I mean in a way it kind of is. But then like these little events just kind of pop up whenever. And you just kind of have to jump on them when they show up, I guess. At least it's like super quick. Just go grab something and then come back.
これは例の店のもらっていいのか。ありがとう。一生口にできないかと思っていたところだ。よく味わわせてもらう。
Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else. We already upgraded our facility. I wonder if it'll let us do that character rank up now. Okay, let's go ahead and rank up. I was not hitting the right button at all. That was my bad. You have to hit right trigger first, and then it'll kind of let you do the upgrade. That was completely and utterly my oversight. Just not paying attention, I guess. We do still have quite a bit of points, so I'll go ahead and do a couple more characters. Just kind of rank them up. Probably be good for us before we go off to this training camp and get the story rolling again. I don't think we have enough to rank up anyone else. Because you need 60, I'm at 54. It does say that we, I think, unlocked a Lacrima like slot. So let's go ahead and see. Yeah, see, it looks like so we can add one more to each of these guys. For Natsu, oh, someone else has this equipped. Okay, no, we'll just, I think we had something similar. Yeah, there we go. And then we have defense for her, and then wanted to see, we can raise her luck by 15. That would kind of go with her name, because her namesake is kind of like lucky. Let's see if there's something a little bit better for her to have. Raises max HP by 200, might not be too bad. Let's just do that one for now, and we'll kind of take a look at it later on. Okay. now I'm gonna try to customize our team a little bit because they're both they're all through level 7 now. And well, actually, I want to be Juvia, so I'm gonna put Juvia first, and then we can put Gray, and then Wendy, and then we'll just do that just in case. That way, if we start progressing the story and we're like doing more missions and stuff, we can kind of level them up. Okay, now that we're kind of here in this spot, I know we could do obviously more quests and stuff, like more requests from the board, but I think I kind of want to try to go ahead and progress the story. So let's go. Oh, map of Fury. That's what I want. Okay, so we gotta go to the Boundary Forest. And we gotta join in with this training camp. Okay, now we're gonna go to Akane Beach.
やれやれ、お出ましか。
Okay, yeah, she's got quite a bit of some really nice buffs and some attacks. But since they're in a string together, let's go ahead and use an attack.
さて。
I don't think they'll be too difficult. I would imagine. We've been dealing with them pretty easily thus far, so they're really low level also, I'm pretty sure. They're like level 1. Pretty sure we've already been through this area. So there shouldn't be any items left behind here, really. There is that golem in that back corner. I mean, we don't have to fight it, but I do kind of want to try to level them up a little bit, so let's just see how we do with this. Hopefully it won't take too long. Let's go ahead and do Vernier. Raise up our defense. Especially because they're kind of resistant to what we've got going on here, so... I always think it's kind of interesting because, like... I feel like in most of the other games that I've played, like RPGs and stuff, usually something like a golem would be like an earth type, which would be weak against, like, water. But in this one, they're weak against fire, which is kind of interesting. At least I think it's kind of interesting. I'm kind of curious how they came to that decision, I guess, in terms of like elemental hierarchy. Yeah, see, their attack doesn't really do much. The only one that really did a whole lot was Erza's attack, like her regular attack. Everyone else is doing like 20, which is not really that much in the grand scheme of like when you're, you know, fighting. And these lower level monsters, it's like fine because, you know, they're not really that difficult, and if I get kind of hit multiple times, I'm not going to be like losing, you know, too much life points. But in a fight where we're going against something that's like a little bit stronger, that's kind of like 20 is not really going to cut it. So definitely using a lot more magic attacks, which I guess makes sense for the story because it's mostly like I mean, they're all wizards, right? Like, they're all, like, magic users, so their primary weapon is magic, so
さあ行き
I
まし
just
ょう
thought that was a little bit interesting. There's, like, such a big discrepancy.
天竜の
アイスメイクアイスゲイザ
ウォーターターネ天竜の吐き爪私たちの勝ちだぴょんなんて
Oh, look, I think we made it to our destination.
あら
And then we unlocked a new area, Akane Beach.
どこに行きましょう
Okay, let's go ahead and move over there.
ここですね 私たちここで合宿するのね
なんだルーシー、まだそんな格好してるのか。
もう着替えてるって修行は
もちろん分かっている。こういうのはメリハリが大切だ。よく遊び、よく食べ、よく寝る。
肝心なものが抜けてる気が3ヶ月しかないのに不安だな
So at this point in the story, Fairy Tail, if you're not familiar or if you forgot or haven't watched in a while or read it in a while, the guild for Fairy Tail is like kind of at the bottom of the totem pole right now, because the core members have been gone for like 7 years. So everyone else has kind of progressed in terms of like their growth and how strong they are as wizards. So they're kind of behind now, because they've been asleep, like sealed away for like 7 years. So they're supposed to be like training now to like kind of prepare for the Grand Magic Games and like kind of get, you know, up to par with everyone else. But yeah, so kind of important to start training, I guess, but oh well, I guess.
おい
熱
Says to eliminate all enemies at Akane Beach. Oh, I think he's got a service request. Torn hide. Well, we've got plenty of that, so we'll just go ahead and give it to him. The reason why we're doing this is because for each rank, kind of have goals, like rank goals, and part of those is usually like, you know, doing a certain number of service requests and things like that. I do wonder if we'll be at a slight disadvantage, because they are like fish, kind of weird wacky fish, but they are fish, so I'm wondering if they'll be resistant to water. Juvia's attack is primarily water, obviously, but I mean, we've got, you know, we have Wendy and we have Gray and stuff, so it's not like we're like that bad off, but we'll just kind of gauge it how
アイスメイク
how things are
アイ
going.
スゲイザ
行きます
Oh yeah, they're level 6 also, so
ウォーター熱
大防御魔法三中
Oh, I forgot we got that last time. It's like kind of like a chance event, like a random event. I think they were called like extreme magics or something like that, where and you'll accrue more, I'm assuming the longer you go along. Yeah, just like random events where like Makarov can like step in and like assist you if you know you're in danger or something like that, and it's like a random event. So that was nice that happened just now because that really helped us out. Man, they do not like Wendy. They're just like slamming her. Yeah, we want to make sure that she does not get knocked out. So. Yay, we leveled up to level 7 also, so everyone's kind of in line with each other now. Let's go ahead and heal up a little bit first. And then we'll just kind of get started back on attacking them. I don't know. I think. Let's go ahead and do this. Definitely doing a lot of damage. So let's go ahead and get her some defense. Yeah, we're definitely at a disadvantage here. I don't think I can switch out our party members like currently. I'll probably have to go back to the guild to do that, but we'll kind of see how we feel. Like, I know we could use like our magic chain attack, and that might actually be probably more advisable in this situation because we're kind of getting wailed on right now. But I'll use it on the next fight. Because we're already this far, so we might as well just, like, finish it. Now, that wasn't too bad. We're okay. On this last one, we'll just go ahead and use our chain attack. It'll just be quicker and easier that way. And it's already filled up, so might as well. Nice. And everyone leveled up. Ooh, and she got her signature water slicer. It says it also has a chance to inflict freeze. And Gray got Ice Make Cold Excalibur, so it could inflict freeze or blind. And Wendy got Sky Dragon Wing Attack, which has a pretty decent range. It's covering 3 spaces. We finished episode 1, yay!
その調子です、ルーシー様。大地、風、気を 肌で感じるのです。そして自然と一体化するように呼吸を整える。レイラ様も同じような特訓をして精霊魔法を鍛えてましたよ。
ねえ、一なる魔法って聞いたことある？
すべての魔法の始まりの魔法ですね。
ハデスが言ってたの、それを手に入れたいって。
Yeah, so what she's referring to, we didn't get to really see this because when they started talking about this was kind of before this game started, like at the point in the story. So like the primordial magic is kind of what Hades, or if you prefer to refer to him by like his old name, I think it was like Precht or something like that. His obsession was basically with figuring out like the origin of magic and stuff like that. So that's what they're referring to when they say the primordial magic. So it's whatever magic was before it became magic as they know it today, because now there's like multiple different types of magic. Like there's celestial spirit magic, there's fire, ice, all these different elements and like types of magic, but at all of these different types originated from some source, like some original source, and that's what he was kind of interested in finding. And based on his own studies, he kind of made the, not like necessarily the assumption, but his studies pointed him towards like darkness being kind of like the source of magic. So it was just kind of an interesting thing for him to like bring up, and so it's just kind of like a question, because obviously magic is very old, and there isn't really anyone alive as of right now that can really point you in like the right direction in terms of like what was the actual like origin of magic. And so that's what she's really like asking Capricorn about, because a lot of the celestial spirits are fairly old, like older than humans at least, because they originate from a different like space. So it's possible that they could have like, you know, more information about that type of stuff, so that's why she's asking Capricorn about it.
私、お母さんからその話聞いたことあるんだけど、ゼレフとか大魔法世界とかそんな物騒な話じゃなかった。それは一見簡単に手に入るようでとても難しい。そして確かに何事にも勝る強い力でありながらとても弱い力でもあるの。お母さんは言ってた。すべての魔法は愛から始まったって。だから私は一なる魔法って愛のことだと思うの。
とても素晴らしい解釈です。
ハデスもそう考えることができたら闇の深淵に触れることもなかったのかな。
もっと強く。
はいさ
もっともっと強く。
あいあいさ
俺たちのギルドを舐めてる奴らを黙らせてやる。フェアリーテイルの力を見せてやるんだ。見せてやるぞ。
姫、大変です。
バラゴ、いきなりどうしたのよ。
そういや、ルーシーが7年間フェアリースフィアの中にいたってことは、契約してる精霊もずっと精霊界とやらにいたってことになるのか。
かわいそう。ルーシーのせいで、ルーシーのせいで。
いえ、それは大した問題ではないのですが、精霊界は滅亡の危機なんです。皆さん、どうか助けてください。
なんだと。
精霊界にて王がお待ちです。皆さんを連れてきてほしいと。
よし、任せとけ。友達の頼みとあっちゃ。
行きます。 会
This is kind of like funny because they're like specifically mentioning like, oh, you have to wear like, you know, clothing that was made, you know, in the celestial spirit world for you to travel there, and then they'd like appear here with like all their normal clothes. And I believe in the anime and like the manga, they actually did change their clothes. So it's just kind of funny that in the game that they didn't do that.
綺麗
よーく来たな古き友よ
あんたは
でか
ヒゲ精霊
お前がここの王か。
王お前って言った。
いかにも
精霊界が滅亡の危機って？
ニカルーシーとその友が時の呪縛からの帰還を祝して
This is also something that is kind of interesting, or like I think it's like kind of lovely in a way. So throughout the show, it's really kind of hammered home to you that Lucy is very much loved by celestial spirits, because like there's a whole other realm with celestial spirits, and they make contracts with celestial spirit wizards, and so they're summoned from their home, like their home world, to fight alongside celestial spirit wizards. And we've seen in the anime and like the manga before, like there's some really bad celestial spirit wizards also that exist, but Lucy's pretty much mutually loved by like all celestial spirits that she comes into contact with, just because she's such a great person, I guess. And so even the king, like the celestial spirit king, even he, you know, loves Lucy.
精霊界の滅亡っててへ
So it's like very cute.
何
They like made up this
ルー
whole
シー
like
様たちの
plot
帰還を祝して
to like bring
名
them
たち
here.
なりに考えたのです。
どう？びっくりした？今回は特別よ。
Oh, little Blue.
なんだそういうことか。
びっくりさせやがって。
久しぶりだねみんな。さあ僕の胸に飛び込んでもいいよルシー。
もう
さあ今宵は大いに飲め歌え
Oh, they missed them too. While they were gone for like 7
古き
years.
友との宴じゃ
ありがとう。みんな大好き。
古き友よそなたには我々がついているでは古き友に星の導きの加護があらんことを
本当にお前は精霊に愛されているな。
みんな最高の仲間だよ。
そういえば一つ言い忘れてたことが精霊界は人間界とは時間の流れが違うのです
まさかそれって
Hello.
こっちでの1年が人間界での1日みてえな。
夢のような修行ゾーンなのか。
いいえ逆です精霊界で1日過ごすと人間界では3ヶ月経ってます
終わった
ひげー時間返せ
They totally ruined their timeline for how much time they
今
had
か
to
らで
train
も
and
遅くない
stuff.
5日間で地獄の特訓だ。お前ら全員覚悟を決めろ。寝る暇はないぞ。
エルザの頭に鳩が、足に何かついてる。メモだ。
なになに？フェアリーテイルへ。他にある壊れた吊り橋まで来い。
なんだよ偉そうに。
どうしますか？なんか怪しいわよ。
いや、行ってみよう。行けばわかる。
Alright, so we're gonna start Chapter 2, Episode 2, Crime Sorcier. The day spent in the celestial spirit world turned out to be 3 whole months in the human world. The games that once felt so far away are now in just a few days. Fairy Tale has received a note from a person or persons unknown. Head to the location written on it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and swap around our team. I think... Oh, I have to do it inside the base. Never mind. We'll just go ahead and progress then with the team that we've got. That way we can just kind of keep going.
Nani?
よし。
I'm gonna go in this corner real quick and see if I can... Oh gosh. I wasn't expecting these guys to be here. I was just gonna try to go grab that service request, but then we just kind of got jumped by these guys. That's okay though. Since there's quite a few of them, I'm just kind of trying to clear them out a little bit more first. And then we can start focusing on like the stragglers. Ooh, that does a ton of damage. Probably best if we do some healing really quick before we progress. I don't think we have an attack that will hit both of these guys at the same time. So let's just go ahead and hit one at a time. Oof, definitely does a lot of damage. I'm gonna go ahead and heal him. Ooh, definitely want to do some group healing. We might have to use an item after this fight, just in case. Because this is kind of like a dungeon, almost like where you just kind of like keep going, like your health doesn't reset after the end of the fight.
ジュビアにかかればこんなものです
Let's take a look and see. Let's go ahead and use some items. Okay, so let's see what kind of service request this lady might have. She wants decayed scales, which we've already got, so let's go ahead and complete that.
ありがとう
And then I saw some chests back here, or at least a chest.
宝
Grab
箱で
this
す
item real quick. And then that upgrade that we did to one of our facilities back at the guild, it looks like we can go ahead and complete that real quick. Just fight this guy here.
強敵でも
Oh no, it's those guys too. I thought it was gonna be just the bird guy. Might need to do some defense. Yeah, let's go ahead and do some defense for us. Maybe that'll help us in the long run, hopefully.
さて
Everyone's on like a different plane, so that really makes things kind of difficult.
アイスメイクコールドエクスタイガー
Let's see. Nope. Let's try this one. Nope. The water nebula, I think, pushes them back, so it might actually be good to use it on this guy, push him back in line with the bird guy. Have one for like in between. Like her moves are all like vertical, but we kind of need one that's like not vertical. But that's okay. I think we have one. Let's go ahead and heal real quick, just because I don't want him to like go down too quickly.
Ice make Ice Gazer!
行きます
I don't have enough MP. Oh gosh. No, he's down. Yeah, these guys are like tough. Let's see, what is our best course of action here? Let's do some healing. I should have probably bought some more items when we were back at the guilds, but I didn't really think about it. I'm gonna restore some of my magic here. Oh, that was nice. That actually helped us a lot. Our gauge is almost full, so if we could just like hold out till like, yeah, that gauge goes, then we can like just kind of get rid of them all at once. Awesome. Yeah, that definitely helped a lot. Makarov just kind of like popped in. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the guild just because I feel like we need to buy some items. It would be good for us to like buy some items for just in case situations, and we can kind of switch out, you know, our characters. Yay, we upgraded that facility and our rank went up. Lacrima recycling. By recycling 5 lacrima of the same rank, you can create a single lacrima of the next rank. The type of lacrima created will be random. Interesting. We can go ahead and enhance our... Oh, it's around Magnolia. Yeah, we want to upgrade our item shop because maybe we'll get some better items. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Lux is just randomly standing here. Oh, I didn't realize there was a chest back here in this corner either. Okay, so let's go ahead and upgrade that real quick. Ooh, fancy looking. Okay, and let's go ahead and buy some items. Oops, I keep hitting the wrong button. So now we can buy some medium salves. We have 3,500 jewels, so we don't actually have that much money. We do have a revival remedy. I kind of want to buy 2 of those. Just because it might be kind of pricey, but it might be helpful in the long run. And then let's go ahead and buy 4 medium salves. Hopefully we won't have to use them because again, this stuff seems pretty expensive for how much money we're like obtaining. Probably if we did more requests, we'd probably have more money. But I kind of want to progress the story. So let's just go ahead and swap out some people. I'll leave Wendy in just because it is good for them to like have contact with like other members, just because you can raise their bond level and stuff like that. Yeah, so we'll do that, and then let's go back to the beach, and then we can progress. Yeah, typically with RPGs, I tend to take a really long time, like over leveling and stuff like that, and I kind of was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that this time, and just kind of like, you know, go forward with the story. Because it's a really easy way to burn yourself out on a game also, is to like spend a lot of time grinding and stuff like that, because then you just kind of get tired of it, and it's just not as much fun. guess, if this goes better than it was before. This would be good for hitting all 3 of them, but they're also weak to Scorpio, so I'm gonna do that instead, just because hopefully we can get them down faster. Oh, this one will kind of hit all of them, but it does take quite a bit of MP. They're like powering each other up. Not good. Oh, I did not click that quickly enough at all. Like, I did see the counter, like, icon on Natsu just now, but, like, it didn't register in my head. Like, I don't know if they talked about it before, but it just didn't register in my head that, like, oh, that's, like, a thing that, you know, that could happen. That's okay. I'll know for next time it's like a quick time event.
Yes!
I wonder if they're big enough now. Yeah, they don't really do much. I hit that counter this time at least. Because it seems like we kind of need to be a little bit more conservative with how much magic we're using. Just because last time we were actually like running out of magic, which is not good for us, obviously. You don't want to be running out of stuff, so. Ooh, so she unlocked a Lacrima slot and then also learned a new magic raise, which heals all status elements. That would be really useful in this area because it seems like these lizardy looking guys tend to, yeah, they just seem to like poison you a lot, so I don't really know what, I guess MP raises, oh, Mind Lacrima raises your max MP by 15. So I guess that's actually pretty decent. Trying to figure out what is the best Lacrima. That's something that we probably should have also did earlier is maybe made some better like Lacrima. Probably it would be advisable. Oh well. We'll see if we can progress this way first and worry about that other stuff later. I'm gonna go ahead and do learn armor. Oh my gosh, I'm like mixing up her spells in my head. Yeah, we don't really have any like in line with each other. I don't know if, I know it says that it's resistant to this, but I do kind of want him to go back because then it'll put them all in one line at least. Which hopefully will work to our advantage in some way. Let's go ahead and do this one. No, don't raise each other's attacks, please. You're plenty strong already, you don't need to raise each other's attacks like that. Probably with Wendy, I'll probably, well, maybe I might be able to, oh good, she has a healing technique also, that'd be good. for us all to get some more health. Nice. Let's go ahead and take this guy out, and then we can all focus on the one, and hopefully it won't be that difficult. Yeah, this is definitely going a lot better with this team. I think because in the last one, well, we were kind of underleveled, like, not like super underleveled, but we weren't like super far ahead either. It says over damage, we need to do 30,000 or more. I don't actually know if that's even possible right now, even if we use like our special like magic chain attack. I'm not sure if we can get there, so I guess we can try. I mean, we definitely did a lot of damage, but not nearly as much as like they wanted us to, so I don't know if that's like something that I'm gonna need to upgrade like their character ranks more so that they can have like better, like more bonus percentage for like the magic chain attacks, because that's definitely a lot more than what we just like output. And I'm not sure if like even right now it's possible for us to do at this point. Oops, I'm always clicking the wrong thing. I need to go to La Crema. And so since they can equip an additional one, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm actually running out of La Crema to even equip to them, so I definitely am like needing to like synthesize some, because I haven't really been paying attention to that sort of stuff, which I know I should be doing, but we're worried about it after we progress the story this one time, and then we will get over to that. Then, oh, I should have did it over here. Maybe I would be able to do 10,000 right here, but oh well. We don't have our magic chain like charged up right now, so I don't think we'll be able to this time. But that's okay. I didn't use armor this time, so hopefully that's not gonna bite us in the butt. It should be okay, right? I mean, we've beat like 3 of them before, right?
Yes!
It's just a lot of MP. Yeah, at least we could like knock out one person, and then we also got our counter thing going as well. I just have to pay attention more when they're like attacking Natsu, because I have a tendency to like not really pay attention to that, and then I'm gonna miss it. Like the quick time event. Nice. Okay, that wasn't too difficult. I hope we didn't use up too much magic, but we're also really close to like
よいしょっと。
progressing the story, like the location where we need to be. So
おりゃ。
さあ行くわよ。
it doesn't seem like they have any sort of weaknesses. They just sort of are.
天竜の
よし。
Kind of interesting that they don't really seem to have like a specific thing that they're weak to, like everyone else does. But oh well.
カリの結果。
I'm just gonna cast a healing spell just because.
よし。ルーシーキー
よし。カリの結果。
Nice.
よっしゃ、勝った。
Ooh, and he got Fire Dragon Brilliant Flame, which has a chance to inflict burn. And it looks like it's got like a square kind of range, which will be nice for like really grouped together monster fights. Oh, and it's Jalal, which I already knew. I mean, 'cause I know the story, but kind of interesting how he's like, oh, you gotta come out way far out here to like kind of meet me. I guess it kind of just a just in case type of thing.
Fairy-tale.
ジェラール。
変わってないな、エルザ。もう俺が脱獄した話は聞いているか。
ああ。
そんなつもりはなかったんだけどな。
私とメルディーでローを破ったの。
私は何もしてない。ほとんどウルティア一人でやったんじゃない。メルディジュリア、久しぶりね。
こいつらグリモアの。
まあ待て、今敵じゃねえ。そうだろ。
ええ。私の人生で犯してきた罪の数はとてもじゃないけど一生では償いきれない。だからせめて私が人生を狂わせてしまった人々を救いたい、そう思ったの。例えばジェラール。
いいんだ。俺もお前も闇に取りつかれていた過去の話だ。
ジェラール、お前記憶が
はっきりしている。何もかもな。6年前、まだローにいる時に記憶が戻った。エルザ、本当に何と言えばいいのか。
楽園の塔でのことは私に責任がある。ジェラールは私が操っていたの。だからあまり責めないであげて。
俺はローで一生を終えるか。死刑、それを受け入れていたんだ。ウルティアたちが俺を脱獄させるまではな。
それって何か生きる目的ができたってことですか？
生きる目的、そんな高尚なものでもないけどな。
私たちはギルドを作ったの。正規でもない闇ギルドでもない独立ギルド、クリムソルシエール。私たちの目的はただ一つ。
ゼレフ、闇ギルド。この世の暗黒を全て払うために結成したギルドだ。二度と俺たちのような闇に取りつかれた魔導士を生まないように。
ああ、それってすごいことよね。
評議会で正規ギルドに認めてもらえばいいのに。
脱獄犯だぞ。
私たち
元グリモアハートだし。
で、あなたたちを呼んだのは別に自己紹介のためじゃないのよ。大魔党演舞に出場するんだってね。あなたたちに一つ頼みたいことがあるの。
毎年開催中に妙な魔力を感じるんだ。その正体を突き止めてほしい。その魔力は邪悪でゼレフに似た何かなんだ。ゼレフに近づきすぎた俺たちだから感知できたのかもしれない。
ゼレフ。
私たちはその魔力の正体を知りたいの。
ゼレフの居場所を突き止める手がかりになるかもしれないしな。
もちろん勝敗とは別の話よ。私たちも陰ながらフェアリーテイルを応援してるから、それとなく謎の魔力を探ってほしいの。
雲をつかむような話だが受け合おう。
いいのかエルザ。
妙な魔力のもとにフィオーレ中のギルドが集結してるとあっては私たちも不安だしな。
報酬は前払いよ。
食費。
Of course, he thinks of money, like food
いい
money.
え、お金じゃないの。私の進化した時のアークがあなたたちの能力を底上げするわ。
え？
パワーアップといえば聞こえはいいけど、実際はそうじゃない。魔導士にはその人の魔力の限界値を決める器のようなものがあるの。たとえその器が空っぽになってしまっても、大気中のエーテルナノを体が自動的に摂取してしばらくすればまた器の中は元通りになる。ただ最近の研究で魔導士の持つその器には普段使われていない部分があることが判明した。誰にでもある潜在能力、セカンドオリジン。時のアークがその器を成長させ、セカンドオリジンを使える状態にする。つまり今まで以上に活動時間を増やし、強大な魔力を使えるようになる。
おお、全然意味わかんねえけど。
ただし想像を絶する激痛と戦うことになるわよ。
目が怖い。
構わねえ。ありがとう、ありがとう。
Natsu's like, whatever to get stronger, right?
グレイ、天狼島以来ね。と言ってもあなたからすればそう日は経ってないのかもしれないけれど。
あんたは7年の間に随分変わったようだな。
ええ、己の罪を認める気になったから。
認める？
私は幼い頃に母に捨てられた。魔法開発局に送られ、代わりに母はグレイとリオンを弟子に迎えてたわ。その時私は母に復讐しようと決めたの。そしてハデスと出会い、時の悪を学んだ。ゼレフが復活し大魔法世界が訪れれば時の悪は完成し、失われた幸せを取り戻せると聞いたわ。全てをやり直すため、呪われた人生を幸せな人生に変えるために、私はこの手を血で染めすぎた。
全部が全部あんたが悪いわけじゃないだろう。
そうかもしれない。でも私のしたことは決して許されないわ。罪を背負って生きることがせめてもの償いとなれば。
決まってるならいいんじゃねえか。
え？
落ち込んでいようが沈んでいようが、目的さえ持ってりゃ死んだまま生きるよりずっといい。
So I really like the character of Utir. I mean, it's hard for me to say that because like I really like pretty much all of the characters in Fairy Tail. Each one of them is very special. Like they have their own like backstories and stuff like that. That's sort of like interwoven into like the story. So it's not like a specific arc is like dedicated to like every single character to kind of explore their backstory. It's just sort of like built into like the blood of the, you know, the story, I guess. So I think that that's, to me, I think is really great storytelling, where it's just sort of like this is a part of like the story. And Utir's is like really sad. Like yes, she's done some really awful things, and there's, you know, there's not really a way to like say like, oh, okay, just because, you know, you had an awful life, you know, you're excused for that behavior. Like that's not an excuse for that behavior, but she did have like a pretty tragic life. Yeah, like when she was younger, like really young, she came down with like ill, like a cold or something like that, like pneumonia, and her mother had brought her to like a facility, like a hospital basically, to see if they could help her, you know, heal her from like her illness or whatever. And unbeknownst to her mother, that hospital was basically run by like a cult of people that worshipped Zareth, and they were using the hospital as like a front to find like more powerful magic wielders, and they basically were able to sense that Utir has like exceptional like magic abilities, so they were like, oh, we want to keep this child. So basically they told her mother that they were going to keep her for examination and like, you know, observance or whatever, and then when her mom came back, you know, after the period of time where they're like, oh, we're gonna observe her, they basically told her that she was dead, and that there was nothing they could do to save her. And in reality, Utir didn't die. Instead, they removed her from the hospital and they took her to some like dark research facility where they were doing all these like awful like magic experiments on her to see if she could like commune with like the spirit of Zareth, and that's where she sort of like came into contact with like dark magic and things like that. And there was a part of the story where she was able to like escape from that facility, and she tried to find her way back to her mother. And by that time, when she found her mother had already taken on 2 apprentices because she thought her child was dead. And those 2 apprentices happened to be Gray and Leon. And after seeing her interacting with Gray and Leon, because, you know, she's still a child, she made this like assumption that basically her mother had thrown her away for whatever reason, and that made her like really bitter, and obviously, you know, she felt abandoned and like, you know, cast aside by her own mother because she didn't know the real reason why her mother never came for her. And then so she ended up going back to that dark facility and just sort of throwing herself into like the darkness because, you know, she's like a little girl who's like spiraling, like she just had, you know, all this torture and like awful things done to her, and then she finally makes her way back to her mother, and then she thinks that her mother abandoned her, and it was just awful. Yeah, so it's just an awful backstory, and eventually she does, you know, obviously now she's like reformed herself, and that's what's really great about I think Fairy Tail also. There's plenty of characters in Fairy Tail that start off, you know, being not good people, or they, you know, had awful things done to them, so they are, you know, exhibiting like awful traits and stuff like that and doing awful things. But by meeting, you know, the people of Fairy Tale, they're able to like be redeemed and reform themselves, and I think that's just a really nice thing that's like built into the story. Is like there's multiple characters that are on a path of redemption, and I don't know, it just kind of gives you hope that, like, you know, like just because bad things happen to people doesn't necessarily make them evil or make them bad people. Like, they can have a second chance.
まだひどい激痛だ。
でもなんか強くなった気がするぞ。
それじゃあ時のアークがうまく機能したかテストしてみましょう。
俺たちが練習相手になる。遠慮なくかかってきてくれ。
I'm a little nervous about fighting Jalal and Ultir because they're supposed to be really strong, so I guess we'll see how well
セ
this
カンドオ
goes.
リジンにより得た力を7つの星に裁かれグランシャリオ
His signature move. It's like blasting everyone. It's a lot of damage. Okay, so it says Awakening is up on the deep. And now I can attack, I'm assuming. He's resistant, so I'm trying to think if it's better to maybe have her do some sort of status effect rather than having her attack this first round. Awakening. As your allies take damage, their awakening gauge will fill. When it maxes out, hold down up on the D-pad to awaken. HP is recovered and all stats will be raised for a set amount of turns. HP and MP will also be automatically restored at the start of turn. Additionally, you might have the chance to use attacks only available when awakened. Certain Dragon Slayers will have their Dragon Force ability activated when awakened. Not only will they receive the effects of being awakened, but their elemental compatibilities will also be boosted. Some characters can change modes instead of awakening. When a character's mode is changed, their HP and MP won't be restored, but their stats will receive a further boost. That's interesting. Man, he's like resistant to everything. That's okay. This might be our best attack that he's not resistant to, so let's do this one. I like hardly did anything to him. Ooh, do we want to use Dragon Force or Lightning Fire Dragon mode? I'm kind of curious about the Lightning Fire Dragon mode. Dragon Force is also obviously really strong. So we'll just do this one this first time, and then we'll do the other one the next time. Just because I want to see what abilities he's got going on. He's definitely got a lot of like really cool techniques. Lightning Fire Dragon, Firing Hammer, Lightning Fire Dragon Roar, Crimson Lotus Exploding Lightning Blade. I want to use this one just because I want to see what it looks like, but it's going to eat away like a ton of his MP. Wow, that did a ton of damage. I should say it did a ton of damage with one attack, but it didn't make that huge of a dent. Well, I guess it took him down like quite a bit, so that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Let's see. go ahead and heal. And I want to try one of these other things. Also, the hammer one or Dragon Roar. Let's do Dragon Roar this time. Nice.
Yoshi, 上出来だ。
セカンドオリジン使えるようになったみたいね。
さすがフェアリーテイル、飲み込みが早いわ。
魔力上がったみたい。精霊界で無駄にした分取り返せたかも。
新たな力を自在にコントロールできるようになったらまた来るという。
大魔党演舞前の腕試しね。
次は本気だから覚悟して。自信持てたら会いに来るといいわ。記憶が戻ったと言ったな、ジェラール。
So if you're not familiar with the story, or if you are, you kind of need like a refresher. Jalal and Erza have like a shared past, and it's very complicated. Essentially, as children, both of them were kidnapped separately, not like together or anything like that, but they were kidnapped by a cult that worshipped Seraph for the intention that they were basically going to be like slave labor to build what is called like the Tower of Heaven. And this tower that they're forcing all these people and children to build, the intention is basically that it's a facility that they'll be able to use to like revive Seraph, because they worship Seraph as like a god and they want to like bring him back. So separately, both Jalal and Erza as like children get kidnapped by this organization and forced to they're forced into slavery basically, to build this tower. And while they're there, they meet each other and like they have this little group of like other children and stuff. And at the time, they just kind of tried to like keep each other up, you know, keep each other like moving forward, and that like there's hope that, you know, they'll be able to like one day escape this, you know, extremely difficult, awful life. And yeah, so like some really bad stuff happens, and they end up taking Jalal basically and trying to well, I shouldn't say try, because they used like dark magic basically to manipulate his like mind, and they kind of like break his mind when he's like a child, so that he'll basically like worship Seraph like them. And it's revealed that basically the one who did that to him originally, like doing like the mind torture and stuff, was actually Utir, who was also a child at the time, but you know, like she's older than him, I believe, like by a few years. And so he like does all these awful things. He decides to like cast Erza out of the Tower of Heaven, and basically tells her like, oh, you know, like you'll have your like momentary freedom, but like you're always going to like come back here, and like, you know, you'll never truly escape this place. And even for her, you know, at the time being cast out, like, yes, it is like some semblance of freedom where it's like, oh, okay, I get to like leave this life of like slavery and things like that, but the people that she cares about were unfortunately like he kept them, so it was like a torture for her like in her mind, you know, to like have this freedom, but always this freedom will have like this thing looming over it, like, oh, your friends are still there and things like that. So it was at that time that she was found by Fairy Tale by Makarov, and so she grew stronger and like trained herself and things like that while being with Fairy Tale. And then at some point in an arc that was like that took place before the story started in the game, she meets Jalal again, and he's like, obviously he's still evil at that time, and a lot of different things happen, and they basically break him out of that, and he sort of like returns to his like normal self, but he by this point has done all these awful things, and for a little bit, like after he got like arrested and stuff like that by the Magic Council, during that stint of time he had amnesia, because they actually thought he had died in like a previous arc, and then they realized he wasn't dead, or like he got revived or something like that in a later arc, and then during the revival process, like he lost his memories, so he was kind of like, oh, I don't really remember like all the awful things that have happened, but I feel like, you know, guilty for something, blah blah blah. And then during this period of time, while the core members of Fairy Tale were gone for that 7 years, I guess his real memories got reawakened, so that he's now got all of this like this mountain of like awful things that he's done, and like guilt and stuff like that is just sort of like weighing on him, and yeah, so they have a very complicated relationship because of all these different things that has happened to them in such a short period of time.
ああ、
それはつまりシモンのことも。
俺が殺した。
ニルバーナの時のことは
覚えてるよ。記憶をなくした自分という感じで覚えてる。不思議な気分だ。
私は昔のお前だと思って接していいのか。
そうしてもらえたら嬉しいが、シモンの件もある。俺とは距離を置いてくれて構わない。お前がシモンの仇を討ちたいと望むなら、俺は命を捨てる覚悟もある。
シモンがそんなことを望むと思うのか。闇ギルドを殲滅するためのギルドを立ち上げた。それがお前の罪滅ぼしであり、お前の覚悟だろ。
よくわからないんだ。
なんだと。
確かに最初は罪滅ぼしのつもりでクリムソルシエールを作った。だけど俺が楽園の塔でしてきたことはとても償える罪じゃない。俺は何のためにこんなことをしているのか、思考の迷宮から抜け出せない。俺はやはり死ぬべき人間なのかもしれない。
何をふぬけたことを言っている。
お前ほど強くないんだ。俺は
強くなければ生きていてはいけないのか。違うだろ。生きていくことが強さなんだ。お前は昔のジェラールじゃない。生きることに必死だったあの頃のジェラールじゃない。
そうかもな。
貴様。
お前の言葉はいつも正しい。
そんなことはない。不器用なりに精一杯生きている。それだけだ。
エルサ、
もう会えないかと思っていた。ジェラール。
できない。婚約者がいるんだ。
いや、私はそういうあれではなくて。
いや、俺の方こそすまない。
そうか、それはめでたいな。知らなかったよ。そうだよな。7年も経っているんだ。大事な人なのか。
あ
だったらその人のためにも生きなければな。
そうだな。
ジェラール、どうして婚約者がいるなんて嘘ついたの？
A liar.
聞いてたのか。
少しは自分に優しくしてもいいんじゃないの？それとも自分への罰のつもり？
罰こそがクリムソルシエールの掟だろ。みんなで決めたじゃないか。光の道を進む者を愛してはいけない。俺はエルザが幸せならばそれでいい。
にしても、もっとまともな嘘なかったの？
最低ね。何カッコつけてんのかしら。
婚約者か。嘘が下手なのは相変わらずだな。
At least she knew it was a lie, though.
これでよかったんだ。これが私たちの答え。
見て見て、エルザ。
Dude, that was a far kick. And we completed episode 2.
Tsugi
素晴らしい。
Now we can have a team of 4. That's awesome. I don't know who I'd rather put in though. Let's see here. At least everyone's around the same level. But I'm going to put in Gray and Juvia. Just because I love Juvia so much. Like, I just want her to be in my party. That's fine, right? Episode 3 of Chapter 2, Test Your True Abilities. Thanks to the independent guild, Crime Sorcier, everyone can now use their second origin. Learn to use your new power well. Once you feel confident, go and challenge Jalal once again.
Yosh!
Accumulate experience by battling and raising one of your companions to level 15.
よろしくね。
You can now remodel facilities through the guild ledger. Okay, so I need to raise characters up to level 15. I know it says one character, but I mean, they're pretty much all growing at the same rate. So they'll all probably be right around that area in terms of like levels. So remodeling facilities. You can remodel upgraded facilities from the guild ledger. Remodeling facilities requires jewels and materials, but will give them extra effects on top of the usual benefits. There are a total of 10 stages of remodeling. As you level up your facilities, you will be able to remodel more and more aspects of them, and your maximum remodeling level will also increase. Okay, so if I remodel the request board, it increases jewels acquired when completing a request by 15%. I'm pretty sure I could just go ahead and do that, right? I have chrysanthus and I have 100 jewels, so... Okay, so increasing or remodeling the item shop will increase the sale price by 9% when selling items to the shop. And then the laboratory increases damage dealt during battle when resist by 6%. That's an interesting one, because it didn't really have anything to do with like the facility laboratory. It has to do with like battling. I do want to do more, but oh, I can't upgrade these anymore until chapter 4. So we've got a little bit of time left. I do want to take a pause on progressing the story just because we only have like 9 minutes left. But we can maybe do this. I think it's like a character specific story.
服がねえ。仕事の時脱いで置きっぱなしだ。
いや、そもそも脱ぐなよ。一体何の仕事してんだ。というかあんた、服脱いだまま町に帰ったの？よく捕まらなかったね。
お前に言われたかねえよ。いつも下着みてえな服着てるくせに。
何も着てないのと一緒にしないでくれる？
あれ結構気に入ってたんだよな。拾ってくるか。
Dude, where's my clothes? Oh, so it was in the boundary forest.
行き先は。
Let's see here. Customize our team. Gray's the leader, but our team stayed the same. Let's go ahead and see if we can rank up our character ranks. And it looks like we can do a few of them. And these will just give us like some bonuses and like, you know, like for combat and stuff like this. Let's go ahead and do Juvia since I'm gonna have her in our party as well. We can do one more. I'm not sure if I want to do Erza or if I want to do Wendy. It's difficult to decide. Let's do Erza. I mean, they're all gonna get upgraded eventually anyway. The order is just kind of like what order do I want to do them in? Okay, let's check out this laboratory. I haven't really done this yet. So let's see, synthesize. So it looks like I only have access to level 1 and 2 lacrimas. But probably level 2 if I have the items would probably be better. Like an additional protection charm would probably be good to have. I have one in stock already, so let's go ahead and do just one. And then MP. Ooh, we have like no money. So probably next time we do this, probably tomorrow. We're definitely gonna need to go and do some jobs. unfortunately. Like some requests, just because we definitely need to get like more money. So this is like an issue where we just need more money. This protection one I want to give to Wendy. Like, I don't even think I have enough. Like, I honestly don't even think I have enough lacrimas for like how many slots I have going on now, which is kind of sad. Because we're like kind of behind in that regard. Oh, so you can't have more than one of the same type, I guess, even if yeah, even if it's like a different level. I guess because they don't want you to have too many perks, I guess. Let's go ahead and go to the Boundary Forest. Because... Oops, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. There you go. We might be able to do this one really quick. And then we can end on this like little character story. It is nice that we can have 4 in our group now instead of just like the 3, because that'll definitely make some fights like easier. Not that these fights are really all that difficult now, especially because like where we're at in this forest is essentially like the beginning of the story, so like everything's like level 1 and we're level 11 now. But we do need to get to level 15, so probably we'll be doing some requests on the board that will take us to that, like, I think it's the Great Plains, which has some higher level monsters and stuff. Always wherever he is.
有効活用してみせますから。
何に使う気だ？お前には絶対渡さねえ。
Yay, we finished that one. Let's see here. That way we can raise his character rank past level 3. I want to go to Lucy's house real quick, because I think we picked up some candy that we can give to Blue. I don't know if we'll have enough candy yet to give Blue to get any sort of like whatever he's giving us, but we'll see, I guess. Yeah, so I need to do one more and then he'll give us like a lacrima set, it looks like. I'm like, man, where do you find more candy? Because I want to be able to like progress this stuff, but I mean, it just seems like lacrima sets. I'm not really sure what the journals are for. Probably some type of perk, I'm not sure. I also wish that we had some more outfits that we could change into, but everyone just kind of has like, I think their normal outfits thus far. I'm not really sure how or when we're gonna get like new outfits and stuff. But yeah. Let's go ahead and go back to the guild. And we'll go ahead and end it here tonight. We progressed quite a bit, I think, in terms of like the story and stuff. I mean, we went to training camp, we got to hang out and party with the Celestial Spirit King, and then we were reunited briefly with Jalal, and he got to tell us about his crime sorcier, guild. And then now we're kind of in the middle of preparing, I should say, for the Grand Magic Games. So order of business for the next time is do some quests, like some requests from the board. Maybe, hopefully we can, accrue some more money and gain some levels. And then we can, synthesize more lacrimas and upgrade some more stuff. And then if that doesn't fill up the whole time, then we're going to progress the story. But anyway, I just wanted to take some time to thank you guys for hanging out with me again, and I hope you'll come back and hang out with me. And I hope that you have a great rest of your night, evening, morning, or day, whatever, time you're in right now. Just have a great day, and I'll catch you guys later. Alright, bye!
さて次はどこ行くかな。